Welcome to another edition of Swim Easy Speed. Today we're going to look at this athlete posted up on, I think it was a Facebook Masters Swimming forum. He's about to do a Masters competition and a Masters meet, and it looks like some long distance events, he said. So he wanted some help with his stroke or critique of his stroke. So, if he's a distance swimmer, he wants to get better at distance swimming. What you can see right here is if we look at really good distance swimmers, this angle off the plane of the water, so the shoulder angle right there in that recovery, is typically somewhere between 30-40 degrees. So it's usually a lot more relaxed than this. One of the reasons that it's typically more relaxed is when we get this kind of rotation, it's typically then going to put the midline over about here. You can kind of see that's probably his hand right there. His hand is going to be very far away from midline at that point, which means that the farther you get away from midline, the less leverage you're going to have. Typically we see really good leverage underwater where hands are somewhere around in line with the shoulder. And that's what we'd want to do. So if you look here, this one maybe looks a little bit better. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, so this one's a little bit better. So it looks like it's probably his breathing that's impacting his that recovery, because here's a non-breathing side. We'll see what that one looks like. Yeah, maybe 55, 56. So it looks like maybe on that left side, it's just a little bit more. He's having a little bit more trouble with the recovery. It looks like hands are entering in pretty much in line with the shoulder. That one looked like it crossed over a little bit. So that would be one of the things that he'd want to work on, would be making sure that crossover is good all the time and not there. You can see the feet coming apart right back here. And that's always a sign of kind of instability in the stroke. And then his head looks like it's a little bit buried. So those would be some of the things that he'd want to work on. The first would be, the easiest fix would be the position 11. That would get everything kind of driving straight forward. Probably needs a little bit more core engagement. And then he'd be able to play around with that recovery on the stroke. So that would be my recommendations on, where he could see some improvement, where he'd be able to pick up some time and efficiency with a stroke, because you can see right here, looks a little bit wide on the pole right there. So he's putting all the pressure on his shoulder right at the top. So as always, thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the pool soon.